folks, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 12 and the last day of Vlogmas for me on the channel. Like I've been saying with the other vlogs, I'm only going to do 12 days this year, but it's been really fun to do. It's been hard work, but it's been really fun. I've just finished getting dressed. I just need to finish doing my hair, and then I've got to go and get my booster jab today, so fingers crossed I don't react to that one quite as badly as I did the last two I had, but either way, better to get protected. The other thing we've got today is we're going to go to a Christmas fair, which should be fun. And then I'm going to also stay the night here again tonight, just in case I feel a bit rough tomorrow after my jab. Just thought it might be a little bit easier. But anyway, stay tuned for that. We're done! Got my little sticker. Had to queue for about an hour and a half? I don't know. I think it was about an hour and a half out there. They had an appointment queue and they had a walk-in queue, but what was a bit silly about the setup excuse me, was that there was no, it was just they used the walk-ins to fill in where appointments hadn't turned up, but it wasn't clear about that on the website. I would have thought they'd have maybe one vaccinated just for the walk-ins or anything, but anyway, so there's a really long queue of the walk-ins essentially. But anyway, we got done, so I'm all sorted. They actually sent a woman away who was under 40 because they said that they weren't doing, you had to book on Monday, they weren't doing any under 40s today, but fortunately, because I work in social care being a foster carer, I was able to stay, and I had my foster card with me actually. Ooh. Had my foster card with me actually, and the guy who checked me in said, you know, have you got that with you? And I said, yeah, that's fine. He said, you'll need to show it when you go inside, but actually nobody asked me about it, and I said to Mar, I think it might be because my second dose is all the way back in April, so I'm about, is it 9 months?
Thereabouts, I guess.
About 9 months since my second dose, so that's, and they're saying you have to wait at least 6 months, so 9 months is age. Actually, no, the guy who spoke to me in the queue, one of the volunteers or the stewards, when he asked for my second dose, he was like, God, that's a long time since that one. So I think they kind of let me through for that as well. But anyway, got done, so see how I feel later on. So we've just been to the craft fair. We weren't really very impressed with it at all. It was a lot of people selling kind of what's the word, nothing, just really not good at all. Currently just lying in bed feeling a bit grotty, to be honest. I don't think this is so much from my jab. It's not been long enough for that to kick in. My arm's a little bit sore, but I'm not feeling sick like I did with the AstraZeneca. This one was a Pfizer dose, I think. It had some other weird name, but I'm pretty sure it's the Pfizer one that I had. But anyway, I'm just feeling I'm just so annoyed that I can't throw off this funk, you know, just feeling low constantly about the state of things. I can't get excited about Christmas. Kind of wish it just wasn't happening, to be honest. That's another reason why I've decided to stop Vlogmas actually, because I'm just feeling so about the whole thing. Just I don't know how to describe it. I just feel really listless and I feel like I can't plan anything. Nothing is certain. You don't know when this COVID is going to end. I feel like this year was much harder for me than last year with coping with COVID. It felt like, you know, we had to get through it and then things get back to normal or normal-ish, and then, you know, and then last year at this time the vaccines were introduced, so it was okay, that's going to sort things out, and yet here we are again, and I'm just I've talked about this in so many of my videos, and you must be fed up of hearing it, but I'm just so done. I really am so done. It's impossible to plan for the future with my business stuff. It's just, you know, we're barely scraping by at the moment, so that obviously I've got the money worries from that in my head. There's, you know, fostering stuff. I'm on kind of tenterhooks because I could get a call at any moment, which is good on the one hand, because that, you know, obviously that also helps provide me an income, and also I really enjoy doing it. But just not being able to plan for the future, or know if I could even book a holiday for, say, March time or something, what's the world going to look like? It just absolutely sucks, and I'm so fed up. It is 5:30 now. I'm actually feeling a lot better. I know I seem to go through these phases being oh my god, how long will it last? When will this end? through to, okay, I feel a bit better. I'm just swinging between the two. So if you're in that boat, hi, we're in it together. But my parents are currently getting a hamper. So one of the gifts that my uncle always gives my family each year is a Christmas hamper, and it's a tradition that I go through finding all the different things and emptying them out for my parents, and it's just, even though I'm no longer a kid, it's just a tradition we continue. Here it comes. Dun, dun, dun. Oh wait, Oh, it just
tells
goes
us
through
what to
everything.
have.
I don't want to know what's in
Don't
it.
wanna know.
We have salted hazelnut shortbread rounds.
Yum!
They look nice.
Where should I
Put them there.
put these here?
No,
And Stilton cheese straws.
Oh, great.
Yum!
Yeah, really good.
Well, 2 out of 2 so far.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I bet Uncle picks out.
It's a standard hamper.
Is it standard one? Okay. Traditional tea strainer with drip bowl.
Oh, all right. That's always useful for Dars. Yeah.
Fancy.
It's very British.
Actually, mine's getting a bit old, so it's quite good.
Yeah, you've had yours.
It's not one of those,
You don't
though.
get.
It's a make a pot of tea and strain.
Oh, right. It
But
is,
yeah,
yeah.
oh, yeah, I think it's about time you had a pot.
No, I think he could put the. Oh, you're right. He doesn't soak in the
Yeah.
teapot like Dad does. Oh, big one.
Biscuits.
Must be a biscuit box, as it
Very
says.
biscuit box. Good. Nice biscuit box, huh?
Biscuits for cheese selection.
Ooh,
The perfect tin for any cheese board adventurer.
Well, that's good because I can board them.
yeah.
Oh, perfect. A book.
Time for tea. Let's see what it is. An entertaining and authoritative guide to the world of tea, together with 50 inspirational recipes from Fortnum savoury classics like jasmine hot smoked salmon to exceptional bakes such as matcha layer cake.
It's very different.
Very
Yeah,
good.
this is different. I mean, this is different for sure. There's another big box here. Ooh. Chocolate
Cookies.
biscuit selection.
That's good.
Violet biscuits. Roses are red, violets are blue, beautiful little biscuits and fragrant too. And everything from the top layer. Oh, not quite. Yeah, people like this stuff inside.
I know they do. Well, because they're going to pack the hamper with a gift for somebody else.
Yeah.
The more authentic they can make it.
Milk chocolate selection. A supreme assortment of Fortnum & Mason milk chocolates.
Very
Yummy.
nice.
Proof. This is piccalilli dressing.
Interesting.
They mentioned that on the farm show. I don't know what piccalilli is.
It used to be an old kind
It's a
of
pickle.
pickle, yeah.
White chutney, but picklier, but spicier. Sharper.
Stem ginger biscuits.
Oh, quite like those.
Yeah.
Ginger something. Sure, whenever I talk about being Northern Hotel, everyone always says have some ginger tea or something. Like ginger does not work for me. Just never has.
It worked for me when I was pregnant.
Mint is my thing.
Mint's your go-to thing, isn't it?
Right. Fortnum & Mason green tomato chutney.
Oh, that's nice. I've
You'll be happy with that.
Yeah,
I
I-
nearly
I-
bought some chutney today at the craft market.
You
yeah.
get some poppadoms. I would dip that in.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the mini poppadoms we used to get. More piccalilli.
That's actually pickle. That's good.
Piccadilly.
Yeah. Well,
There's a
yeah.
tongue twister for you.
It is
But
something
it's
you'd have with
a
cold
Piccadilly,
ham or
It is.
cold
Yeah.
turkey
Yeah.
or
It is. Yeah. We go with the cold meats. Yeah. Jam.
jam.
Raspberry jam.
How dare we jump the gun?
Might jump between them. Apricot jam.
Oh, excellent.
That's very
Good. Great
good.
selection this week.
Raspberry
Yeah.
and apricot, good.
Tea. Excellent.
Breakfast blend.
Oh, good. I need that.
That's our favourite.
Because that's
I'm going to start having some fresh tea. I think those tea bags are disgusting.
Oh, and we get an afternoon blend too.
Oh,
yeah. No, it's good because I'm actually running low, so that's very
there we go.
good.
You did say there might be some tea in here.
Yeah.
I think this might be the last thing. This is connoisseur blend coffee, continental roast. Oh, there you go.
Perfect.
One for Dad and for Mark and Bark and Hal. Just doesn't
Lots
need.
of chocolates.
I'm pretty sure that is it. So I shall just. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
That was a
good.
good one. Got our nice little selection from the hamper here. Some yummy dinner. Got a lovely stain on my hoodie here. It is currently 8:10 in the evening, and I'm about to do a little bit of work because my parents are downstairs watching Strictly Come Dancing, which I personally really do not like, so I decided to leave. I find any sort of reality show just too cringeworthy for me to watch. I have such a low level threshold for cringing, honestly. Like, anything sets me off. So anyway, I don't like watching that, and I've been meaning to do a bit of a stock check for a while, so that's what I'm doing now. So I actually initially meant to do this yesterday, but because I was so busy with other things, it just never happened. So I thought, even though it's Saturday and I usually try really hard not to work at the weekend, I thought I would get this done. So essentially, I'm about to start on it now, but we had a whole, this month and last month, we had a lot of stock arrive. One batch, which is our budget range of cloth pads, which look like this, and also our sparkle cloth pads, which look like this. So this particular stuff I'm doing today is around the budget pad. Pretty much everything at the moment is now back in stock, so I'm just restocking some of the kits that we have, which are like starter sets where I put a whole load of pads together, so it's easier for people wanting to start out with cloth pads to find, you know, to buy, you know, rather than buying pads individually, which you can do on our website. We also sell kits too, so I'm just kind of restocking that at the moment. So what I had to do for this is I get sent by the warehouse that does all the distribution stuff for us. They send a stock check, so I have one from yesterday. So I get basically a daily stock report, and they've all got a special code for them called a SKU code, which basically is embedded in the website, so whenever someone places an order, the warehouse knows exactly which product they need to ship out. So we've got a lot of stock come in recently for the budget stuff, so I'm basically just gonna make sure I've updated all those figures and then put them up into kits on the website so that y'all can buy them. And unfortunately there is no quick way to do this. I just literally have to write down all of the numbers and then go through each individual kit and the pictures and work out how many I need to deduct to put into the kits from the individually listed pads. So this does take a bit of time, but it's not actually that difficult. Blue is 2, 3, 4, purple. So now that I've basically worked out how many of each individual pad I have, I now need to go over this side and write down a list of all the starter kits that I have. Basically what I've got to do is then work out how many of these pads are in each kit and deduct that from the single listed pads on the stock. So for example, if I had 3 kits that all have a red panty liner in and I have 20 of each kit, that's 60 red panty liners. So I need to deduct 60 from the red panty liners that are listed individually on the website. And there is no quick way to do this. I literally just have to go through this individually and work out all the maths and then go and update the stock on my app. And then when I'm done, I'm left with something that looks a bit like this, a lot of maths tables, basically giving me the kit numbers and then the number of pads that I need to actually have in stock for the individuals. So I now need to spend the time going through all the products on my app to update them and make sure everything's correct so that we don't have any accidental oversells or anything, but it's looking good so far, so that's good. One thing I am also debating doing is we typically have a couple of the sparkle range pads in a set and most of them are sold individually, so people can choose like what size and panty liners, moderates, heavies, etc., and which prints they want when they add them to basket. But it looks like the kits do a bit better. A lot of people still like to order the kit, so I'm curious to know, those of you watching who are interested, would you be more inclined to buy a kit where things are together, maybe like an everything you need kit including a wet bag and all the pads for like a day to go cloth, or do you prefer them individually? Is there something else you'd want? Because it's really helpful for me. Obviously it's just me running and I've been in the cloth pad world for so long now that honestly, you know, when I buy pads I would want to buy them individually so I could choose the print specifically, but for a lot of people just starting out or just getting interested in it, it's really helpful to hear your feedback. So please do let me know. And also don't forget, if you've not bought from Precious Styles before, you can get 10% off your first order. The code is on the website, but it's first 10. And we ship everywhere, just saying. Well, it is about 10:40 now in the evening, so definitely time to end the vlog. I'm just kind of in bed, getting all snuggled up and watching random YouTube videos. I got my parents into the Clarkson's Farm series actually, so we've been watching that this evening and everyone has enjoyed it, so I'm kind of like patting myself on the back because finding something all 3 of us will watch is usually a challenge, but we all seem to like that, which is quite bizarre, but there you go, so that's really nice. My shoulder is feeling quite sore. I put some more like arnica cream on it to see if that'll help, and if it gets more painful, I guess I'll take some Nurofen, but I'm hoping I'll survive on that, and I keep my fingers crossed that I might feel alright tomorrow because I'd really like to go for a good walk. So if I'm not feeling too grotty, I'll be able to do that, which would be really exciting. But anyway guys, that is the end of Vlogmas. I know it's only 12 days, but it really has been, I'd forgotten just how much work it was to do this, so I'm really pleased I have done it, but I'm also quite relieved that it will be stopping at this point. There will be at least one more video before the end of this year, probably just before Christmas, and then I think I might take Christmas and the week after as like some time off, and then be back in the new year. But I really hope you've enjoyed Vlogmas. Thank you so much to everybody for watching. We've had so many kind of good conversations through the comments and everything. I'm now debating whether or not to get a slow cooker, because I'm looking into that. Is finding some kind of dump and go recipes for that might be quite a good thing. So all sorts of things have kind of popped up through this, but I really hope that you have enjoyed following me through my days, even though I have quite a simple life. Particularly I'm not fostering. When I'm fostering, it is so much busier, and I'm like rushing here, there and everywhere and doing lots of things. But I really like to take the time in between when I'm not fostering to kind of have that time to myself and, you know, really chill, and also get my business stuff done, so that when I am fostering I have the time to really focus my energy on the children or child in my care, so that, you know, everything can kind of be balanced out that way. So that's just how it works for me. So yeah, some of it might have been seemed really like calm, or at least like really dull some of my days, because there's not a huge amount happening, but that's just my life, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Do please subscribe, and don't forget you can get cloth pads from my website. Link is at the end of the video as always, and also down below. And I will see you next week, or the week after Christmas probably, but sometime before the new year there will be one more video up, and then I will see you in the new year. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.